All right, so check it out, right? As I can't say it as well as Norma can, but here, see on this side of me.
Check it out.
Yeah, check it out, right? So look, here's the deal. The most important things that you need to do when you're about to go play and you're not warmed up, so that you don't have an injury from not warming up, is number one is rotator cuff is the number one thing that golfers tear.
Yeah.
Right? They show up,
Yeah.
first tee, one swing, out for a year.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
And it's all you got to do is like 30 times. You got to do your front arm circles. So when it's warm and it's like getting like burning feeling,
Yeah.
that's when you know you like warmed it up, right? And then going the other way, same thing. You switch. That gets the back side of your rotator cuff. This gets the front side of your rotator cuff, right?
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
From there, the other thing I'll do is while I'm like this, I'll then do some hip lifts to kind of, this wakes up the outer part of your left hip. It's like your glute med, it's called. That's important in the golf swing for lower body stability. So it's always important to kind of wake your hips up. So, and this is also kind of a balance test. I kind of focus on my balance when I'm doing this a little bit, right? And then one of Mark Ramirez's favorite is then doing the windmill, where you go from side to side this way. This stretches your side. You can kind of see there. You'll feel it along the side of you. That's important to be able to be athletic and turn. So if that's tight, it's harder to turn. So you always want to stretch out your sides like this. It's just the windmill, back and forth, right? And then usually what else I'll do is I'll usually try and do a squat and kind of just shift around a little bit. This is just good for, your hips and the adductor, all that stuff, right? And then the last thing that I think that's important to do is usually this, right? You see lots of pros doing this. It really just lights up the arms muscles, stretches them out, kind of warms them up also. You can do it on both sides. And that's pretty much it. I mean, the most important, I would say for sure, is the rotator cuff, right? Some pros will also throw in, like a hip flexor stretch, right, where you're trying to stretch the front of your hip flexor, especially if you sit at a desk a lot.
Yeah.
This is usually tight, right? And so that makes it harder to swing also. So that's probably the only other one that I would really encourage people to do if they're sitting a lot at a desk. So those are the stretches that you do. So now you're warmed up.